Hi everyone, it's Zoe from Book Reviews with Zoe, and today's video is my June reading wrap up. So I haven't done a wrap up video for quite a few months mainly because I forget to do them. But I have the energy today, which is great. Compared to the last couple of months, which is good. So let's get into what I read for Amazing Readathon and Bookymon and for Pride Month. But let's get into it. So the first book I read, well, I don't know if these are in order anymore, but let's just go with the first book potentially that I read in the month of June, is A Gathering of Shadows by V.E. Schwab, which is book 2 in the whatever series it is called, A Darker Shade of Magic sequel, which is good because I only have one more book and then I finish this series. I enjoyed it, not as much as I enjoyed the first one, but I'm looking forward to finishing this series and ticking off one more series in this year. So yeah. The next book I read for June was Loki, Where Mischief Lies by Mackenzie Lee. I probably should have DNF'd this book, but I continued reading it. Mackenzie Lee is a very questionable writer. Reading a bit more about her, I'm like, yeah. But this book, it's a stunning edition, like, really. You could probably just keep this book purely for the aesthetics of it. This book, it wasn't what I was expecting. It's not really a Loki retelling or a Loki reimagining. It's more of a, I don't know, it was just boring and just not very original, and yeah, I'm just going to keep it for the pretty book cover. Yep. The next book I read was A River Enchanted by Rebecca Ross. I actually surprisingly enjoyed this book. I think I would have enjoyed it more if I wasn't reading it for Amazing Readathon, because prompts jump really quickly in that readathon, and so you just feel like pressured to skim read it. But I did really enjoy it. I really enjoyed the world building. I really enjoyed Rebecca Ross's writing. Yeah, and so I'll definitely continue reading more of, if this is a series, I can't remember, but I'll definitely read more Rebecca Ross because I seem to enjoy it. The next 3 books I all got from the library and I read for Bookymon prompts. So the first one I read was Pete by Akawaki MZ. This is a novella, nice and short. I really enjoyed this. This is it's really hard to describe this book, but it was just very powerful, and it made you just very much think of prejudice and discrimination in a way that, it was good. And it's a really good YA, but as an adult I really enjoyed it, and I feel like I need to read more of this writer's books, so yep. The next book I read was What Moves the Dead by T. Kingfisher. This was the last book that I read on my train commute to Geelong, because our Geelong office closed during the month of June. So no more reading on the train, because going to the city is 10 times busier. But that was a diversion. That's okay. I'm still a little bitter about it. T. Kingfisher. I do enjoy T. Kingfisher's books. This one is very much like Mexican Gothic. It's got a lot of mushrooms in it. It's spooky, set in England. I think it was England. But yeah, you could definitely feel like if you're a fan of Mexican Gothic, you'll really like What Moves the Dead by T. Kingfisher. And the last book I read for the month of June is Laura Dean Keeps Breaking Up With Me by Mariko Tamiyaki and Rosemary Valerie O'Connell. This is a graphic novel. It's really, really well done. There's bits that are like black and white, and then there's bits that are in pink. I really enjoyed it. It was really good. It was a really good queer graphic novel, and I really enjoyed it. And I got this suggestion to read it from Ren, so thank you, Ren, for suggesting it in the Pride Bookie One books suggestions. And I really enjoyed it. So yeah. Even though June felt like a really reading slump of a month for me, I still actually read 6 books, which is impressive. It helped that 2 were novellas and the other one was a graphic novel. But it was on average a really good reading month. I really enjoyed it. I found some new favourite authors and favourite books, like these 2. Really enjoyed them. Yeah, so that's my June reading wrap up. Like this video, subscribe to this channel for utter unorganisation and no coherent consistency. Enjoy the chaos that is my channel. And I'll see you all later.
Living life, every day, late at night, not okay. All I want, and I pray, all I need are some better days.